Hey guys, Mackie here with Timberline Inspections, and we do home and commercial property inspections throughout Alabama. We predominantly focus on Birmingham, Montgomery, and Tuscaloosa. We are expanding out past that, hitting Auburn and Huntsville, and then eventually we'll be down in Mobile. For commercial properties, we travel the whole state. But what I wanted to talk about today actually is what exactly is a home inspection and what's going into this. Because we get this question a lot. People call us and say, what exactly does this cover? Specifically for people that are in construction, they want to know kind of what brings us to the table, what expertise we have in the field. So let me just give you a real broad overview. There's a technical definition about this being a non-invasive inspection and everything. And basically what that's saying is that everything that we can do, we should be able to do with basic tools from Home Depot or Lowe's, or we have that we can meet the standards of practice. Now, when we want to go above and beyond the standards of practice, we start bringing in specialized tools, like we have circuitry testers, we have fiber optic cameras that go behind walls. Some inspectors are doing drain line scopes, that we feel like that's something that should be left up to plumbers. Using things like drones, et cetera, et cetera. So we can start getting a lot more specialized, but the basic premise, everything that the minimum state requirements can all be done, usually with nothing but a voltage tester and a flashlight. And past that, obviously, we're going to be doing things like taking off electrical panels, and so we need screwdrivers to do that, and that sort of thing. And so when we do these inspections, there's a certain amount of things that go kind of beyond what those standards of practice go for, and that's really what we're looking at. Is we're looking at how do we make how do we provide the best quality service that we can, and really become just a reliable brand for our customers. So your home inspector is a general practice doctor, right? That's essentially what he is for your home. He's a general practice doctor, or she should say she, or he or she. They are a general practice doctor for your house, where they come in there, they're running a physical in your home. So they're identifying issues, they're getting you lined up with whatever specialist you might need. Now, in certain instances, you need more specialists than others, and so you need to pay attention to that. When they recommend that you have things done, if it's a quality inspector, he's not going, or she is not going to recommend it simply because they want to CYA. There are inspectors that do that. If you look at an inspection agreement, and that inspection agreement says we recommend that you receive a roofing evaluation by a roofing contractor, an HVAC, a plumber, and an electrician, that's just them covering their butt in case they miss something. And really, at that point in time, why hire them? Yeah, I get it. Nobody wants to. We all have our agreements because we don't want to be held responsible for something that is behind a wall, something that legitimately cannot be seen. But we also don't mind being held responsible for things that are within our purview, because we have a standard of excellence that we uphold. And nobody's perfect. No home inspector is perfect. So if you have a problem with them, make sure and reach out to them. But remember, the home inspector is a general practice doctor. They are a generalist. Whenever you hear this, and you'll hear this periodically, where the electrician will come in there and they'll say, that home inspector's an idiot, he shouldn't have written this up. That electrician should be more knowledgeable than a home inspector on electrical components. We're going to be more knowledgeable than the electrician on plumbing components. That's what we get paid to do. We get paid to be a generalist in all these fields. We are not experts in any one, and it's a lifetime craft that we learn from building science. So that's why we have continuing education constantly. All of our inspectors maintain a minimum of 24 credit hours from InterNACHI of continuing education annually. Right now, we've got inspectors working on post-licensing stuff, such as we have one inspector with a bachelor's in building science. I'm currently working on my general contractor's license, or I should say my licensed home builder's license here in Alabama. And so we have, we all pursue our other avenues to make sure that we're providing the best quality service that we can, and providing the most knowledge that we can to you on site. So that's what your home inspection is. Your home inspection is a generalist. It's somebody that can go in there, do an evaluation of the house from the ground up. So we should be doing your crawl space, your attic, your roof, the electrical components, the HVAC. Sorry, I got to cut off my finger. That's why I'm not using. That's why I'm skipping this one. We do the HVAC system, the built-in appliances. Remember things like refrigerators, because they oftentimes are not part of the sale, and laundry machines, washers and dryers, that sort of thing. Those are not part of the sale, and so they do not tend to come with it, and so they are exempt from the inspection. Now, realize that there are some things that we like to do on there, like us, for example. We like to go ahead and just make sure that the refrigerator is heating and cooling, or I'm sorry, heating and cooling, that the refrigerator is cooling and freezing, and that's really what we want to just make sure that when you walk into that house that it is working and that you can actually put your food away. Because last thing you want to do is move in there, be surprised that the refrigerator is not working. You call your inspector and your inspector says, hey, sorry, that's not in our purview. We don't test that, which is legitimate. But again, we're just trying to look for things and look out for our client. Same reason when inspectors do not check every receptacle in a house. No inspector does. It's simply because there's too many of them. Even in vacant houses, there's so many of them. It takes us forever to go through them all. Real small houses, we will check a lot of them, but we don't guarantee that we get all of them. We check a representative sample, and that's how most things are done. Windows are done by a representative sample because we have things blocking them. Sometimes there's bookshelves in the way, etc. The receptacles being tested. There are certain ones that we always test. I always test the one that the TV goes to in the family room, right? The one that's over the fireplace that the TV hooks into, because last thing I want you to do is move into a house and you're ready to chill out because you've been unpacking all day and that one's not working, right? So we want to make sure that there's certain ones that I know that you're going to use right away, certain components of your home, and I want to make sure at a minimum standard that those are done. Beyond that, we hit the state standard of practice. Moving past that, we hit things that we have become licensed in through InterNACHI, that we feel like we have a certain amount of knowledge in, or working knowledge or expertise. I don't want to say expertise because we're not experts, we're generalists, but a certain level of working knowledge where InterNACHI has said, yes, this person is certified here, they are knowledgeable in this subject, and they can provide you a further evaluation in it. And that's what we're looking at, right? So all of our inspectors they work on advanced electrical, HVAC, plumbing, and roofing courses, so they can become more knowledgeable in those. So we can pull panel covers open on certain types of systems and actually see what's going on and see how we can help you. So I'm going to let y'all go with that. I really just wanted to get this out there to answer the question of what is a home inspection, what are you looking for, and then to remind you, if you're looking in Central Alabama for home inspections, call us at 205-545-2050. It's probably on the, we're going to put it down here at the bottom, scrolling the whole time. That's our office scheduling line. And then if you're looking for commercial property inspections, you can email me directly at info@timberlineinspections.com. Thanks again so much for watching, guys. We will have more videos coming out telling you about things to look for in your home, things to watch out for, and just to kind of